A man wanted for attempted murder in central Indiana is arrested in Pike County. The DuBois County Contractual Library Board approves seeking a planning grant, and Inform with Indiana District 63 State Representative Mark Messmer. Those stories and much more are up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news at this hour, a man wanted for attempted murder in central Indiana was arrested earlier this morning in Pike County after a lengthy search. Indiana State Police arrested 21-year-old Darius Hardiman of Anderson in connection with a shooting that occurred in Anderson back on March 17th. A felony warrant for attempted murder had been issued for Hardiman's arrest. On Wednesday of this week, Anderson Police notified area law enforcement agencies that Hardiman might be in the Evansville area. At approximately 10:30 Thursday night, Indiana State Police and the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force received a tip that Hardiman had moved to the Petersburg area. More than 20 officers from several departments went to the area to search for Hardiman. Hardiman was found at about 6:30 Friday morning, hiding in thick brush behind the Kangaroo Express gas station along State Road 57 on the north side of Petersburg. Hardiman was taken to the Pike County Jail and will be transported back to Anderson. Pike County schools were put on a 2-hour delay Friday morning while the search for Hardiman went on. The Indiana State Police were assisted by deputies from the Pike County Sheriff's Department. Officers from the Petersburg and Washington Police Departments also assisted in the search. Thursday night, the DuBois County Contractual Library Board approved seeking a Community Focus Fund planning grant to fund a feasibility study for potential improvements to the Birdseye Library. The grant would be for up to $15,000. The town of Birdseye must ask for the grant money, as local town or county government must apply for the grant on behalf of entities such as the library. Library Director Rita Douthit says the grant money is important for the Birdseye Library, and securing the grant would help the library.
I think it would be great. We would be able to increase the size of the library and offer more benefits, maybe have more hours, and just serve more people.
Conditions in order to qualify for the CFF grant include at least 51% of the service area qualified at the low to moderate income level, a local match of 10% of the project's cost, and one public hearing prior to submitting the grant application. The Contractual Library Board also approved a new and stricter smoking policy. Under the new policy, smoking of any kind is banned on library property, including electronic cigarettes. Douthit says although state law bans smoking near an entrance, the library's policy does have some leeway in terms of strictness.
State law says there's no smoking within 8 feet of an entrance to a public building. Our policies, we can be stricter, which we are, and our policy says nowhere on library property can you do this. Can you smoke?
Also last night, the Jasper Library Board approved requesting at least one new 5-minute parking space along the street to be utilized by those who return library materials at the outdoor drop box. The proposal would have to be approved by the Jasper Board of Public Works. The board will bring that proposal to the Jasper BPW's next meeting this coming Tuesday. A Jasper High School senior needs your vote to win a new customized handicap van. Marissa Rogers, who is missing the lumbar portion of her spine and is paralyzed from the waist down, is confined to a wheelchair, and in a video to promote her candidacy for the van, says driving is her lifelong dream. Rogers underwent major spinal surgery during her junior and senior years, but was still able to complete her schoolwork. Rogers is graduating in May and plans to attend Vincennes University for college. 1,200 votes per day are needed to win the van for Marissa. You can vote for her now and see her story on her Facebook page. The bulk of a building that was once a fitness center will become an outpatient medical clinic by the end of this year. Access Storage Ventures, a Ferdinand-based company that owns the building along the 600 block of West 2nd Street that once housed B&B Fitness, received a special exception from the Jasper Board of Zoning Appeals on Wednesday that will allow Memorial Hospital to have the clinic in the building. Memorial plans to house orthopedic services in the facility. The facility will have 14 exam rooms, 4 education rooms, 3 therapy rooms, 5 assessment areas, an x-ray area, and 3 procedure rooms for splinting, casting, and cast removal work. The building currently has 2 other tenants, Sun Station Salon and the Indiana Division of Family Resources. The building will be filled to capacity once Memorial moves in. And this note to pass along, next week the Jasper Water Department will begin its spring hydrant flushing and maintenance program. Flushing will begin on Monday and will continue daily through Friday afternoon. Flushing will occur between 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. each day. The flushing will begin at Vine and 10th Streets and proceed north on Vine to 14th Street, from 16th and Mill north along Mill to 36th Street, and west along 36th Street, including the entire Badendorf area. Flushing will then continue starting at 30th and Brosmer Streets, proceeding north along Virginia to 36th Street, then west on 36th Street, including Grassland Hills, Portersville Road, and northwest suburban areas. Weather permitting, flushing will continue to include the entire Northwood Park area along Leslie and Howard Drives to Riling Drive. Flushing will then continue from the Skyline addition to Sheeter Road. The first week of flushing will conclude at St. Charles and 29th Streets. Jasper water officials say the water will be safe to drink, but customers should watch if doing laundry during this time because clothes may be discolored. Should anyone experience cloudy or colored water, they are asked to run the cold water tap until the water clears. Coming up after the break, your local forecast, plus sports with Kurt Guxell, and Inform with Indiana District 63 State Representative Mark Mesmer. That's all next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.